All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is 6 o'clock. We'll go ahead and get started this evening. We have to start off this evening and pick up where we left off on Thursday. We have one member of the body that was not able to be here with us to get sworn in, Councilmember Mesa. Right now, Mr. Mesa needs to be needs to be sworn in this evening. So, yes, right. So we was going to save it till last, but we. I got you. So,
It's on. Oh, good. Then I can put my cheat sheet down here.
Raise your right hand, and if you will repeat after me. I do swear that I will well and truly demean myself
I do swear that I will well and truly demean myself
as council member
as council member,
of the city of Chamblee
as the case may be of the city of Chamblee. My version's different. Go
during
ahead.
my term of office,
During my term of office,
and that I am not the holder
and that I am not the holder
of any unaccounted for public money due the state of Georgia,
of any unaccounted money,
and that I am
public
not-
money. Okay, yes, I'm sorry. I am not the holder of any unaccounted money of the public money of the state of, due to the state of Georgia,
or any political subdivision or authority thereof,
or any political subdivision or authority thereof,
that I am not the holder
that I am not the holder
of any office of trust under the government of the United States,
that I am not the holder of any office of trust under the government of the United States,
any other state,
Any
or
oth-
any foreign state,
or any other state, or any foreign state,
which I may, by the laws of the state of Georgia, be prohibited from holding,
which I may, by the laws of the state of Georgia, be prohibited of holding,
that I am otherwise qualified to hold the office to which I have been elected,
that I am otherwise qualified to hold the office to which I have been elected,
according to the Constitution and laws of Georgia,
according to the Constitution and laws of Georgia,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States and of the state of Georgia,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States and of the state of Georgia,
that I am a resident of the district from which I was elected,
that I am a resident of the district from which was elected,
and that I will faithfully enforce the charter and ordinances
that I will faithfully enforce the charter and ordinances
of the city of Chamblee
of the city of Chamblee
to the best of my skill and ability without fear or favor.
to the best of my skill and ability without fear or favor.
Well done.
not official till it's signed. All righty, the clerk will call the roll. I'll call this meeting to order.
Mayor Brian Mock,
Here?
Councilmember Jimmy First,
Here.
Councilmember John Mesa, Councilmember Leslie Robson,
Here.
Councilmember Paul Stovall,
Here.
Councilmember Elmer Vythe.
Here. All right, we'll start off with the Pledge of Allegiance. Brian, will you lead us tonight in the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, if I could get someone to approve the agenda.
Motion to approve the agenda as submitted.
Second.
A motion and a second to approve the agenda submitted. Any discussion? All in favor? And that is unanimous. All right, we'll move on down to announcements and presentations. We have our Lifeline Animal Showcase this evening, and tonight we have Sneezy with us. Sneezy, his real name is Gerald, but he sneezed all over me.
Yes, this is Gerald, and he is just the sweetest little baby. You guys have to come say hello to him. He's so soft, so sweet. We've had him for about a month at our DeKalb County Animal Services facility, where he has shown that he loves car rides. He's a big, big fan of car rides, and he loves other dogs. He's actually been part of our play groups and has been a great helper dog and at helping assess other dogs and their ability to get along with other animals and things like that. So he is just a social butterfly, ready to meet all of you. He's like literally walking around trying to say I know y'all. But no, he's just such a fantastic boy. He's around 2 years old, ready to go, besides the fact that he still needs his neuter surgery so he can be pre-adopted, get that all out of the way. But yeah, and then we also have 450 other dogs in our facility, which is a daunting number, but that's actually some of the best numbers that we've seen in a really long time. 450, that's great, and it's a testament to these amazing team members that I have at DeKalb. This is Jessica, by the way. She is our new social media coordinator at DeKalb, so she joined us today to say hello. But you know, she was saying that this is some of the best numbers that we've had in years. And with that being said, we're hoping to get those numbers down even more, especially with this upcoming snowy weather. Everyone stay warm this weekend. We are hoping to decrease the numbers in our shelters as much as possible due to staff maybe having trouble getting to the shelters, maybe having to sleep over. There's lots of different, it could be a few staff members that are helping care for more animals than usually allotted to just one person. So we just want to make sure that we're making it as easy as we can for those snowy days. So feel free to stop on by, pick up a foster dog just for the brief few days while you're stuck in the house and keeping warm, and things like that. And then we're also really, I hope all of you got to go to our pet neighborhood ribbon cutting and got to browse around. That is underway. It has not had its grand opening yet, but we are slowly but surely moving dogs in there. We're hoping to have about 120 in there, primarily from our court case dogs that are being held as live evidence until that case has been seen by the courts and has reached a verdict. And then we are also very, very excited to talk about our Healthy Pets DeKalb, which has been scheduled for February 28th at the Assembly. And so any DeKalb County resident can attend this event, and they can get free vaccines, free microchips, free spay and neuter vouchers for their pets, cats and dogs. There's no registration needed. It is just show up in the morning, and then it can be a little bit of a wait. We typically see around 1,500 dogs just on that one day. So it's a lot, but it's so great, and it's so wonderful to see all of these community members and these pet lovers come to get their pets seen and taken care of, and we love being able to provide that to the community. So we hope to see a lot of DeKalb and Chamblee residents there on the 28th. And I think that's all of our updates for the time being. But of course, Gerald's the star. If you guys have any questions about him or anything like that, feel free to ask us or leave us at DeKalb Animal Services. We're open to discuss.
That's some good stuff. I think Paul you've been to some of these fairs and stuff, right? Good stuff going on, and thank you for bringing Gerald out to see us this evening. Hopefully he finds a home really soon. Anybody, before he goes out the door? Anybody? Yeah, price goes up once he leaves. All right, good luck, Gerald. All right, we have 6 sets of minutes this evening. Anybody see any changes that needed to be made? If not, I'd entertain a motion.
Motion to approve a combined 6 sets of minutes as submitted.
Second.
A motion and a second to approve all of the minutes that are submitted. Any further discussion? All in favor? And that is unanimous. All right. All right, we have a couple of reads tonight to go here. Somebody?
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion for the city attorney to read headings only.
Headings only. All right. Go ahead.
Sorry, I'll reread that.
It's okay.
An ordinance to amend the future development map to repeal all ordinances in conflict herewith and for other purposes. This ordinance will amend the future development map to add and assign the mixed-use future land use designation to the properties known as 2767 Claremont Road and 3082, 3084, 3110, and 3120 Briarcliff Road. Would you like me to proceed to the next?
I think we can cover all three at once. yeah.
Okay. This is an ordinance to assign a zoning designation to certain property annexed into the city of Chamblee, Georgia by ordinance adopted and approved, to repeal all ordinances in conflict herewith and for other purposes. Under the ordinance, the properties known as 2767 Claremont Road and 3082, 3084, 3110 Briarcliff Road, which are described in exhibits, are assigned the zoning designation of mixed-use business center zoning district. The property of 3120 Briarcliff Road, described in the exhibit, will be assigned the zoning designation of DeKalb County Annexed Zoning District. The DeKalb County Annexed Zoning District of 3120 Briarcliff Road allows that property to continue to enjoy the use or uses specifically conferred by zoning or special use permit of DeKalb County prior to the annexation. And the official Chamblee zoning map is amended to reflect these rezonings. The third ordinance is an ordinance to annex property into the city of Chamblee pursuant to Chapter 36 of Title 36 of the Official Code of Georgia to provide for an effective date and for other purposes. Under this ordinance, the city of Chamblee annexes the properties known as 2767 Claremont Road and 3082, 3084, 3110, and 3120 Briarcliff Road, and determines it's in the best interest of the residents of the city and residents of the annexation area, and the area contiguous to these 5 properties is hereby annexed into the city of Chamblee and made part of the city, and the official city boundaries shall be amended to reflect this annexation. That's all.
All right. All right, any questions from council on any of these first reads? Seeing none, that will move to second read. Under staff action items this evening, we have the 2026 General Administrative Annual Appointments.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to bring a motion to approve the resolution appointing the following individuals: as Mayor Pro Tem, Paul Stovall; as City Attorney, Wilson Morton and Downs; as Election Superintendent, Sharon Bowie; as Pension Secretary, Jennifer Burke; as City Auditor, Malden and Jenkins; as Hearing Officer, Jeff Brickman; as Senior Judge, William Brogdon; as Environmental Court Judge, Laurel Henderson; as Associate Judge, David Carter, Jennifer Mann, Judith Nush, and Tracy Moran; as Solicitor for the City Court, Laura Mayfield; and as Solicitor for the Environmental Court, Laura Mayfield.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the slate as read by Councilmember Vyth. Any discussion on any of those? You ain't voted yet.
Congratulations in the future, Mayor Pro Tem Stovall.
All in favor? All right. All right. Congratulations, Mayor Pro Tem Stovall. All right. All right. Then we have the 2026 Ethics Committee Annual Appointments.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve the resolution appointing the individuals submitted for the annual appointment for the Ethics Committee.
All right, a motion and a second to appoint the slate as presented by staff. Any further discussion on that item? All in favor? And that is unanimous. 2026 Public Art Commission.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve the resolution appointing the following individuals: Kensley Tenney, Amanda Ekman, Angela Zagori, and Councilmember Fife.
Second.
All right, have a motion and a second to appoint those submitted as discussed by, sorry, I had to write that in so I don't forget, by Councilmember First. Any further discussion? All in favor? And that is unanimous. We have the Sproul Center for the Arts lease agreement at Old City Hall.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion authorizing you to execute a lease agreement for Sproul Center for the Arts for the use of Old City Hall.
Second.
It's a motion and a second to authorize the mayor to execute the lease for Sproul Center for the Arts for use of Old City Hall. Any further discussion?
I just want to say how happy I am about this. I think that it's high time, and we're going to go places.
All right, any other discussion? All in favor? And that is unanimous. We have an IGA with the DDA.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to authorize the city manager to negotiate a final intergovernmental agreement with the DDA in the form of approved by the city manager.
Second.
City Attorney?
City Attorney.
Well, the city attorney. I wanted the city manager to do both, but no, it's city attorney on the second piece.
All right, have a motion and a second to authorize the city manager to negotiate the final IGA with the DDA in the form that is approved by the city attorney. Any further discussion on that item? All in favor? And that is unanimous. All right, we have Fishbolt Park CMAR project contract award.
Motion to approve the notice of award for construction manager at risk for Fishbolt Park to Reeves Young for a pre-construction fee of $20,000 and a CMAR construction services fee of 9%.
I have a motion and a second to approve the notice of award for CMAR for Fishboat Park to Reeves and Young for a pre-construction fee of $20,000 and a CMAR construction services fee at 9%. Any further discussion?
I just want to say how happy John Mesa is about this one.
We're going places.
We're going places.
All right, all in favor? And that is unanimous. All right, we have the Chamblee Trail 7 through 12 task order.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a resolution to authorize the city manager to sign a agreement. Wait, let me start over there. I'd like to make a motion to authorize the city manager to sign an agreement with Heath and Lineback Engineers in the amount of $412,900 for the right-of-way acquisition services for the Rail Trail 7 through 12 project.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to authorize the city manager to sign the agreement with Heath and Lineback Engineers for right-of-way acquisition. Any further discussion on that item? Leslie, you want to tell everybody how happy I am?
How happy, I want to tell everybody how happy Mayor Mock is.
And I'm going places. All right. All in favor?
On foot.
And that is unanimous. All right. We have 4900 Peachtree Road.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve 4 variance requests and 2 waiver requests with the following condition. The development shall be constructed in substantial conformity with the site plan dated and received by the Planning and Development Department December 15th, 2025, with revisions required by conditions of approval as reviewed and approved by the Planning and Development Director.
Second.
All right, have a motion and a second to approve this item as stated by Councilmember Vythe. Any further discussion on this item? All in favor? And that is unanimous. And then we have 3535 Ashton Woods Drive.
Mr. Mayor, I would like to make a motion to deny 2 variance requests and a motion to approve 2 waiver requests with the following conditions. Number 1, the applicant shall submit a written invasive removal plan prepared by a qualified land restoration firm. Number 2, the applicant shall provide an engineered plan to restore downslope areas damaged by erosion from the curb cut in the lower parking lot. Number 3, the applicant shall allow plant rescue of native species within the land disturbance area by the Georgia Native Plant Society or Keep Chamblee Beautiful, providing at least 2 months' notice prior to disturbance. Number 4, as a condition of this approval, the mayor and council hereby voids the prior action taken on November 18th, 2025 regarding PZ 2025-1538.
Second.
All right, this is a motion to approve in part and deny in part, as stated by Councilmember Vythe. Any further discussion on this item?
I'm confused on the denial of variance number 1. I thought that was agreed that that was, it was subject to approval, and that's the one, I guess, the space,
That's the open space
Oh, space
variance.
requirement.
I discussed this with staff earlier today. They confirmed that they had discussed with the applicant and that both variances are no longer required for their project.
okay. Can Matt come up and just kind of give me a little,
Certainly, in full disclosure, I believe the applicant's representative is here as well, so if council wishes, they can speak to this. But in reviewing the application, there is no triggering activity that would require an open space reduction. That is a hangover from when the original proposal included additions to the building. Since that has been removed on the version of the site plan and the plans that you've received on December 15th, there is no need for additional open space to be provided. Therefore, there is no need for a variance to reduce the open space that would not be required to be provided.
Julie, can you come up and speak to that? Because again, this is news to me. So why, do you agree or disagree, or why do you think variance?
No, that was news to me. I think our expectation was for approval of variance 1, denial of variance 2. Approval of variance 1 was that open space. I know that this parking lot situation, there's been a lot of history there, and I appreciate Mr. Adams, and I want to welcome him to Chamblee. I'm excited for you all to have him. I had the privilege of working with Matt for years in Atlanta. Appreciate that that's the interpretation. I think what we have experienced is things can change. So our preference and request was to approve the variance as requested, even if the current interpretation is saying that it's not needed. If that changes for some reason with another staff person or something, we just don't want to have to come back before you yet again for the 3rd time for basically the same project. So I'm in a little bit of a handicap. I think I'm fully up to speed. Baxter Russell in my office has been doing the primary on this, but our request was and remains to have that number 1 approved.
I want to ask Matt one other thing about this. It sounds like we're okay, but I just want to, and Elmer always checks everything, so I'm not, it's the first time hearing it. So I always work backwards. Like I look at the site plan as submitted, and if that's a good site plan, then I look to see. So this denial of variance number 1 will not alter the site plan as submitted, correct?
Correct.
No form or fashion.
In no way.
Then I am okay with yes, so, okay. Because that's like I said, I look at the site plan, and if the site plan's good, if I don't want to change it or whatever, it's only when we start denying variances that will change the site plan, and we don't know how. But you're saying it'll be built exactly as submitted.
As submitted in the December 15th stamped site plan.
Got it. Okay.
And fully acknowledging that there have been some issues in the past with interpretations going hither and thither. Hopefully those days are behind us. And the staff I've checked this with both of our planners and our new deputy planner director, Ms. Luisa Tovar. All 4 of us are in agreement that there would be no need for open space reduction.
Well, since it's moot either way, we can approve it or deny it, and it's going to have the same outcome. Correct? So if we want to give the applicant just assurances that this won't come back up, we can easily just approve that variance if we would like to.
So that would require one of us, you or me, to make a substitute motion to, or would that be correct? A substitute motion or a,
It's a friendly.
would it be a friendly amendment, Will?
But
It would be a substitute motion because you're
Changing the
changing
motion.
his,
you are, okay.
Or you could just withdraw the original motion and then you make
And
your
he can-
motion.
And then Elmer would reread it, or one of us?
Well, whoever is making this motion that is now different.
If we decide to go that route, I'm also
I'm
okay.
fine with the
I-
motion as is.
I just have one question for our staff. Is there an unintended consequence of giving this variance and then it allowing a change to the plan, that would then allow a change to the plan?
So by tying it to a site plan, that would sort of buttress any potential decision the council makes regarding the variance. Couldn't change the site plan without triggering violation of that condition, so that's a good way to go about it. The only reason staff is recommending a denial is because if we can't find that a given portion of the UDO would prevent a project from moving forward, by textbook, there is no hardship for us to find. So that was the reason for our denial. Of course, council has the ultimate interpretation on that.
Sure, Julie, go ahead.
An suggestion for consideration, if the city council meeting minutes reflect that the denial is based on the variance not being necessary for the site plan, I think that could give us the sort of suspenders to, to feel comfortable that at least, if something happens and none of us are here and, new people are trying to sort through, but if that could just be made clear in the record, then I think, we would,
I personally don't know how that works, so I would have to default to,
Somebody who does.
yes, our attorney?
So if you are changing the motion, then you will need to either withdraw it and submit a new motion, or you can amend the motion, but you, as
think-
far as what is recorded in the minutes, that can be notated in the minutes, and there's also a recording of the meeting.
So it sounds like it's achieving what Ms.
yeah,
Sellers is asking
yeah,
for, as long as it's notated.
Yeah, I'm
So
fine with that.
I'm comfortable moving forward then.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I am too, so.
All right.
Let the,
Let me-
friendly, what is it, friendly amendment to make sure the minutes reflect no? Okay. I was told no on that, so.
All right.
They will reflect it
So,
anyway.
let the record show no changes.
all right, I have a motion and a second as stated by Councilmember Vyth and duly noted in the minutes. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Sorry, Elmer.
That is unanimous. All right, under mayor and council this evening, we have community room use.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion authorizing the city manager to explore options and determine feasibility of hosting the Discover DeKalb FIFA exhibit that will run July 2nd through July 14th, 2026.
Second.
A motion and a second as stated by Councilmember Vyth. Any further discussion?
Did we want to give Ms. Gorham the ability to negotiate that contract as well?
I mean, I think,
There's no contract associated with it, so if you give me the ability to just
To do this, that'll
to
satisfy the...
explore and find out if it's even feasible, then I will do that and just take your direction on that.
Okay.
Manage it.
all right, any further discussion? All in favor? And that is unanimous. All right, that'll take us down to public comments this evening. The mayor is the presiding officer. All remarks shall be addressed to the city council as a body, not to individual members. Anyone wishing to speak shall come to the microphone. Give your name and address to the city clerk. Limit your remarks to 3 minutes unless further time is granted by council. Not speak a second time until everyone wishing to speak has spoken once and no one can speak more than twice. Please do not speak unless you have the microphone and have been recognized. And with that, I will open it up for public comment this evening. Good evening.
I go by on KB, Kevin Bacon, but the government knows who I am, so you just ask me. But I would like to, I want some motion. I want some motion for this sidewalk, that is sidewalk construction on Buford Highway. They started it, but they never stopped, they never finished it. Can we get some motion on that? Some movement this year, council members? Can somebody develop a site plan to finish constructing the entire sidewalk on Buford Highway from Plaster Road to Claremont? A lot of people getting hit by cars on that. In the past, there have been people that are hit by cars. That's a heavily trafficked area by Plaza Fiesta. We could use some sidewalks. Can we get a site plan? Can we get some motion going? Please, thank you.
Anyone else wishing to speak to council this evening? Anybody? All right, do we have executive session this evening?
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to take a motion to enter into executive session for matters related to personnel.
Second.
Motion and a second to enter an executive session to discuss personnel issues. All in favor? All in favor?
I think it was Brian, I think it was,
I'm sorry.
All right.
who made the second?
good.
She wants to know who made the second.
All right, we'll have to,
That's what I thought.
Paul me.
I have answers for that guy, but he left. So we're just waiting,
I was gonna make Blake talk to him, but,
we're just waiting on infrastructure to move.
To senior that report, health report, but also answer that he did speak with, well, he contacted Shanti earlier today.
yeah,
She didn't pick up, but he left a message for her to get him.
yeah, I think, so there's, yes, she's in our management company. She is in charge, but there seems to be, I'm trying to,
But I'll still put in the email with the report to provide the other two. Yeah, and,
I don't know if I'm working on it. Okay. Yeah, I'll go to the director. And if you can.
Glad you're there to protect us.
Mr. Mayor, make a motion to exit executive session.
Second.
Motion and a second, exit executive session, all in favor? That is unanimous.
Mr. Mayor,
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Well, everybody's excited about that.
Loud
We have a
mouth.
motion and a second to adjourn, all in favor? All right, thank you.
Did you get all that, Sharon? 4 more years. Don't worry, I'm working on a plan where you don't have to deal with that.